Psalms. Song 11. In Jehovah have I taken refuge. How can you say to my soul, flee to the mountains like a bird? For behold, the wicked bend the bow, they ready their arrow on the string to shoot in the dark at the upright in heart. When the foundations are destroyed, what will the righteous man do? Jehovah is in his holy temple, Jehovah-His throne is in heaven. His eyes behold, his eyelids try the sons of men. Jehovah tries the righteous man, but the wicked man and him who loves violence, his soul hates. He will rain down snares upon the wicked, fire and brimstone and a scorching wind will be the portion of their cup. For Jehovah is righteous, he loves righteous deeds. The upright man will behold his face. Psalms. Psalm 12. Save, O Jehovah, for the faithful man is no more, for the trustworthy have vanished from among the sons of men. Each man speaks falsehood with his neighbor, with flattering lips and a double heart they speak. May Jehovah cut off all the flattering lips, the tongue speaking great things. Those who said, with our tongue we will prevail, our lips are our own, who is our Lord? Because of the devastation of the poor, because of the sighing of the needy, I will now arise, says Jehovah, I will set him in the safety that he longs for. The words of Jehovah are pure words, silver refined in a furnace on the earth, purified 7 times. You, O Jehovah, will keep them, you will guard them from this generation forever. The wicked go about all around, while vileness is exalted among the sons of men. Psalms. Song 13. How long, O Jehovah? Will you forget me continually? How long will you hide your face from me? How long will I bear concern in my soul and sorrow in my heart day after day? How long will my enemy be exalted over me? Consider and answer me, O Jehovah my God, enlighten my eyes lest I sleep the sleep of death. Lest my enemy say, I have prevailed against him, and my adversaries exult when I am shaken. But I trust in your loving kindness, my heart will exult in your salvation. I will sing to Jehovah, for he has dealt bountifully with me. Psalms. Psalm 14. The fool has said in his heart, there is no God. They are corrupt, they commit abominable deeds, there is none who does good. Jehovah looked down from heaven upon the sons of men to see if there was anyone who had insight, who seeks after God. They have all turned aside, they are together perverse. There is none who does good, there is not even one. Have they no knowledge, all the workers of iniquity, who eat up my people as they would eat up bread and do not call upon Jehovah? There they were in great fear, for God is among the generation of the righteous. You put the counsel of the afflicted to shame, but Jehovah is their refuge. Oh, that the salvation of Israel might come forth from Zion. When Jehovah turns the captivity of his people, Jacob will exult, Israel will rejoice. Psalms. Song 15. O Jehovah, who may sojourn in your tent? Who may dwell on your holy mountain? He who walks in integrity and does righteousness and speaks truth from his heart. He does not slander with his tongue, he does not do evil to his friend, nor does he take up a reproach against his neighbor. In his eyes a reprobate is despised, but he honors those who fear Jehovah. Should he swear to his harm, he does not change. He does not lend his money on interest, nor accept a bribe against the innocent. He who does these things will not be shaken forever. Psalms. Psalm 16. Preserve me, O God, for I take refuge in you. I say to Jehovah, you are my Lord, no good have I beyond you. As for the saints who are on the earth, they are the excellent, all my delight is in them. The sorrows of them who bartered for some other god will be multiplied, their drink offerings of blood I will not offer, nor will I take up their names upon my lips. Jehovah is the portion of my inheritance and of my cup, you maintain my lot. The measuring lines have fallen on pleasant places for me, indeed the inheritance is beautiful to me. I will bless Jehovah, who counsels me, indeed in the nights my inward parts instruct me. I have set Jehovah before me continually, because he is at my right hand, I shall not be shaken. Therefore my heart rejoices and my glory exults, even my flesh dwells securely. For you will not abandon my soul to Sheol, nor let your Holy One see the pit. You will make known to me the path of life, in your presence is fullness of joy, at your right hand there are pleasures forever. Psalms. Psalm 17. Hear, O Jehovah, what is righteous, give heed to my cry, give ear to my prayer, which is not made with lips of deceit. May a judgment for me come forth from your presence, may your eyes regard equity. You have examined my heart, you have visited me by night, you have tried me, you have found nothing. I have resolved that my mouth will not transgress. Regarding the works of man, by the word of your lips, I have kept myself from the paths of the violent man. My steps have held fast to your tracks, my footsteps have not slipped. I call on you, for you will answer me, O God, incline your ear to me, hear my speaking. Wondrously display your loving kindness, you who save by your right hand those who take refuge in you from them who rise up against them. Guard me like the pupil of your eye, in the shadow of your wings hide me. From the presence of the wicked who oppress me, from my deadly enemies, who close in upon me. They have shut up their fat hearts, with their mouths they speak arrogantly. Now they have surrounded us in our steps, they have fixed their eyes on casting us down to the ground. He is like a lion that is eager to tear, and like a young lion lurking in hidden places. Arise, O Jehovah, confront him, bring him down. With your sword rescue my soul from the wicked man. From mortal men with your hand, O Jehovah, from mortal men of the world, whose portion is in this life, and whose belly you fill with your treasure, they are satisfied with children, and they leave their abundance for their little ones. As for me, in righteousness I will behold your face, when I awake, I will be satisfied with your likeness. Psalms. Song 18. I love you, O Jehovah, my strength. Jehovah is my crag and my fortress and my deliverer, my God, my rock, in whom I take refuge, my shield and the horn of my salvation, my high retreat. I called upon Jehovah, who is worthy of praise, and from my enemies I was saved. The cords of death encompassed me, and the torrents of destruction assailed me. The cords of Sheol surrounded me, the snares of death confronted me. In my distress I called upon Jehovah and cried out to my God. He heard my voice from his temple, and my cry before him came to his ears. Then the earth shook and quaked, and the foundations of the mountains trembled and shook about, for he was furious. Smoke went up from his nostrils, and fire from his mouth devoured, coals blazed forth from him. He bowed the heavens and descended, and deep darkness was under his feet. He rode upon a cherub and did fly, he darted upon the wings of the wind. He made darkness his hiding place, his pavilion around him, dark water clouds, thick clouds of the skies. Out of the brightness before him there broke through his clouds hail and fiery coals. Then Jehovah thundered in heaven, and the Most High uttered his voice. And he sent forth his arrows and scattered my enemies, and he shot forth lightning bolts and discomfited them. The channels of the sea were seen, and the foundations of the habitable land were laid bare at your rebuke, O Jehovah, at the blast of the breath of your nostrils. He reached forth from on high, he took me, he drew me out of great waters. He delivered me from my strong enemy and from those who hate me, for they were too mighty for me. They confronted me in the day of my calamity, but Jehovah became my support. He brought me forth to a place broad and free, he rescued me, for he took delight in me. Jehovah has recompensed me according to my righteousness, according to the cleanness of my hands he has repaid me. For I have kept the ways of Jehovah and have not acted wickedly by turning away from my God. For all his judgments were before me, and I did not turn his statutes away from me. I was perfect toward him, and I kept myself from my iniquity. Therefore Jehovah recompensed me according to my righteousness, according to the cleanness of my hands in his sight. With the faithful you show yourself faithful, with a perfect man you show yourself perfect. With the pure you show yourself pure, and with the perverse you show yourself contrary. For it is you who save the afflicted people, but the haughty eyes you bring down. For it is you who light my lamp, Jehovah my God lights up my darkness. For by you I can run up against a troop, indeed by my God I can leap over a wall. As for God his way is perfect, the word of Jehovah is tried. He is a shield to all who take refuge in him. For who is God other than Jehovah, and who is a rock but our God? The God who girds me with strength and makes my way perfect. Who makes my feet like hinds' feet and sets me on my high places. Who teaches my hands to wage war so that my arms may bend a bronze bow. And you have given me the shield of your salvation, and your right hand supports me, and your condescending gentleness has made me great. You have broadened the places of my steps under me, and my feet have not slipped. I pursued my enemies and overtook them, and I did not turn back until they were consumed. I shattered them, so that they were not able to rise up, they fell under my feet. And you girded me with strength for war, you brought down under me those who rose up against me. You also made my enemies turn their back to me, and I annihilated those who hated me. They cried out, but there was no one to save them, they cried out to Jehovah, but he did not answer them. Then I beat them like dust before the wind, like the mud of the streets I pounded them. You rescued me from the strivings of the people, you have made me the head of the nations, a people whom I had not known serves me. At the mere hearing of a report, they obey me, foreigners come cringing to me. Foreigners are discouraged and come quaking out of their fortresses. Jehovah lives, and blessed be my rock, and exalted be the God of my salvation. The God who executes vengeance for me and subdues peoples under me. Who rescues me from my enemies. Indeed you exalted me above those who rise up against me, from the violent man you delivered me. Therefore I give thanks to you among the nations, O Jehovah, and I will sing psalms to your name. It is he who magnifies salvation to his king and executes loving kindness to his anointed, to David and to his seed forever.